Alright gang, welcome back. Coming up next, Legends Division competition. This time it's going to be HTM, the Honky Tonk Man, accompanied by the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, as he sets to lock it up with Latino Heat, Eddie Guerrero, accompanied by the ninth wonder of the world, Chyna.
The following Legends Division contest, set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, accompanied by the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart from Memphis, Tennessee, weighing 243 pounds, the Honky Tonk Man.
Because he can sing, he can dance, he can do it all, baby. Let me tell you something, Daddy, you ain't seen nothing yet. Long distance.
The Mouth of the South, living up to the name with that damn megaphone of his, singing the praises of the Honky Tonk Man. But Jimmy's words won't keep Latino Heat down for a 3 count or a tap out. That's something HTM will have to do for himself. And sorry, not sorry, Honky Tonk Man's track record isn't strong enough for me to say he's got this win before we even start. I'm definitely favoring Eddie Guerrero here.
Hey, that means you and I are in total agreement with Tex here, since we already know he's rooting for Latino Heat, same as we are.
Yep.
Sure, HTM has racked up a few wins in his most recent outings, but Latino Heat is doing far better, and he's got a slight speed edge on Honky. His opponent, accompanied by the ninth wonder of the world, Chyna, from El Paso, Texas, weighing 221 pounds, Latino Heat, Eddie Guerrero. So that's my reasoning as to why I'm leaning towards Eddie picking up the win here tonight. Of course, Jimmy Hart could be the sand and the Vaseline in this match, and could possibly outline, outcheat, and outsteal Guerrero. But that's about the only way HTM gets any sort of advantage.
Mr. Guerrero comes with all sorts of advantages already in his metaphorical back pocket, and he's also got his good luck penny, the ninth wonder of the world, Chyna, standing ringside. Well, I don't know, but I'm definitely not seeing the Honky Tonk Man picking up no win here. Not as hot as Eddie Guerrero's been lately anyhow.
Speaking of good luck pennies, did Danielle join you here tonight? Because I haven't seen her at all.
Oh yeah, she came with me. She's in the building somewhere, probably poking around talking to people. She ain't wrestling tonight. She's resting up because she's got a big match on the 27th at Halloween Brawl against Luna Vachon, and she's going to be training for that for the next couple of weeks.
That's what I'd heard too. She's looking to rip Luna Vachon a new one, and I also hear it's not gonna be a standard match either.
Yeah, but right now let's focus on this fat match we got in front of us. Yes, sir, guys, a Legends Division match so fat the doctor warned it to stay the hell away from fried food. Oh, man, this is going to be a hot one. All right. Referee Walt Rothburn rings the bell and off we go. Hard right from Eddie Guerrero, a chop across the chest, and a beautiful Hurricane Rana takes the Honky Tonk Man down in record time here. HTM gets a hold of Guerrero, whips him to the far left corner. The Honky Tonk Man up on the middle rope. He starts raining hard right hands on the head of Latino Heat. And the fans are counting, but Eddie Guerrero puts the brakes on it. Charges basement dropkick, takes the Honky Tonk Man down to the canvas. A clubbing overhand right from Eddie Guerrero. Another, a right that spins Honky Tonk Man around. Guerrero goes behind. Look at this right here. Beautifully done, Frankensteiner. Nicely done by Latino Heat. The Honky Tonk Man catches a kick to the back. Eddie Guerrero wasting no time going for a pin. One, but only just a one, says referee Walt Rothburn. Eddie Guerrero with the grind of the boots across the sides of the face. The Honky Tonk Man rounded up by Guerrero, whipped over the top rope, out onto the floor, almost head first into the ring steps. Well, here we go, the Mouth of the South. Definitely not appreciating what he's seeing here. The Honky Tonk Man may have well hit his head, and oh man, he is, well, literally hopping mad. Whoa! Eddie Guerrero not having none of it, though. HTM indicating to the fans that he's all right. The ninth wonder of the world, Chyna, backing way off from the Honky Tonk Man. Guerrero slides out to the outside. Honky Tonk Man, they collide. They lock it up. Up over the shoulders in the fireman's carry goes Eddie Guerrero, the Honky Tonk Man. Slams him head first into the lip of the apron. Oh, man. Well, it's gotten nasty on the outside with the referee already counting, trying to get the guys back in there, but no dice so far. Little snapmare and a kick to the back from Eddie Guerrero. Latino Heat working the crowd here in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, and they are loving it. Misses with the basement dropkick. Honky Tonk Man elects to take himself back inside the ring, and here comes Latino Heat right after him over the top rope. Honky Tonk Man grabs up from behind, gets a hold of Guerrero, escorts him towards the ropes, far side of the ring, and starts bouncing him off the ropes with hard forearms. Oh man, that is bad. Goes behind, another hard shot to the back, whipped into the far left corner, and a splash takes Guerrero down into a seated position. A series of staccato kicks to the chest of Eddie Guerrero from the Honky Tonk Man. HTM in control of things at the present time as he takes himself all the way up to the top turnbuckle. And here we go, big time crossbody splash. Here's a cover and a hook of the leg. 1, 2, but no, Eddie Guerrero kicking out. Jimmy Hart appears to be calming down here as the Honky Tonk Man resumes control of the match after Eddie Guerrero dominated it for the first couple of minutes. Whipped over the rope onto the apron, Guerrero counters with a forearm. Hops back into the ring, gets a hold of the Honky Tonk Man. Hard whip to the ropes. And misses with the spinning heel kick. Honky puts on the brakes and a clothesline takes Eddie Guerrero down to the canvas. Guerrero, rounded up by HTM, puts on the brakes, delivers a knee, delivers a kick, delivers another kick, a chop across the chest, and a kick to the gut. Whoa, man. HTM whipped to the ropes. Guerrero slips under, and check this out. Whoa, beautiful Hurricane Rana. Getting some hang time on the Honky Tonk Man in the air. HTM whipped over the top rope out onto the apron. Eddie Guerrero tags him with a right. And tags him with another shot. Look at this. Whoa! DDT on the lip of the apron. Oh, man, that's got to hurt. Latino Heat gets a hold of HTM, rolls him back inside the ring. Eddie Guerrero getting ready to go there on the Honky Tonk Man here. Here we go. Elbow across the back. Oh, man. Drives the knee into the back again for good measure. Eddie Guerrero fired up as he starts to take control of the match again. The momentum has shifted a couple of times already. Here we go. Low drop kick to the side of the head of HTM. Latino Heat takes himself all the way up to the top turnbuckle again. Whoa, man. Beautiful splash right there. Oh, man. Might have hurt himself doing that one. HTM laid out center ring and on the defensive as Eddie Guerrero starts stomping on the hands and fingers of the Honky Tonk Man. We're going to see Jimmy Hart get excited again pretty soon if this keeps up. Eddie Guerrero resumes the attack on the hands of the Honky Tonk Man. And trust me, you cannot make a fist. You can't hurt nobody in there. Eddie Guerrero countered with a jawjacker by the Honky Tonk Man. They lock up. Little move right there, and here we go. Rolling elbow across the chest of Latino Heat. HTM. Oh, man, vicious double axe handle to Eddie Guerrero. And Guerrero laid out center ring as HTM starts to take control of things again. Starts raining hard right hands on the head of Latino Heat. Chyna looking on intently. There's a stomp to the head of Eddie Guerrero from the Honky Tonk Man. And a hard right that drops him center ring. HTM firmly in control right now. He gets a hold of the trunks on Latino Heat here. He's measuring the weight. And here it goes. Big time vertical suplex from HTM. Eddie Guerrero rolls to the outside. Honky Tonk Man takes himself up to the top turnbuckle. And, oh, man, misses with the crossbody. Splashes right on the floor. A rake of the back from Eddie Guerrero. Guerrero with a neck breaker on the Honky Tonk Man, slamming the back of his head on the floor. Referee Walt Rothburn trying to get these guys back in the ring. Finally, Honky Tonk Man rolled back inside. Here comes Eddie Guerrero right after him. Starts to make his way to the top turnbuckle. Another high risker coming up possibly. Whoa, Honky Tonk Man misses with that shot. Guerrero goes up on the middle rope. A double axe handle takes him down. Oh, here's a cover. One. But only just a one. Honky Tonk Man kicking out. Latino Heat rallying the fans here in Wilkes-Barre for some support. Locks up the Honky Tonk Man. Hard Irish whip to the ropes and a big time spinning heel kick that takes Honky Tonk Man down the canvas again. Chyna very enthusiastic at this point as Guerrero drives another knee into the back of the Honky Tonk Man. Follows it up with a stomp to the same area. And one more time. Already worked on the right hand. Now he's working on the left. Stamping the hands and fingers of the Honky Tonk Man. And again, HTM finding himself on the defensive and in big time trouble as Eddie Guerrero starts to pull away here. HTM. Eddie Guerrero absolutely merciless here Just spamming the move, stamping the hands of the Honky Tonk Man. And he is definitely fired up. Latino Heat takes control away from the Honky Tonk Man again. The momentum is all his right now. A chop across the chest. An elbow counter from the Honky Tonk Man. Locks up Eddie Guerrero. Winds up the arm. A slap to the back of the head. A disrespectful slap at that. Here we go. A hammerlock. HTM's got it locked in. Guerrero slams him into the far right corner and starts yanking on the arm, using the ropes for leverage. HTM in trouble again. Here's another elbow from the Honky Tonk Man. Locks up Eddie Guerrero. Hard whip to the ropes. Here comes Guerrero, swinging a miss from the Honky Tonk Man, but the clothesline finds the mark. Here's another couple from HTM. One. Just a one. Eddie Guerrero kicking out pretty quick. Here we go. HTM playing a little chokey with Latino Heat. Oh, man. As if his hands hadn't been hurt bad enough, he missed with that double axe handle. Guerrero escorting Honky Tonk Man towards the ropes. Honky counters with an elbow. Locks up Guerrero. Winds up the arm on him. Elbow to the shoulder. HTM. A little snap mirror. And another rolling elbow to the chest of Latino Heat. The Honky Tonk Man. One more time, snatching away the momentum from Eddie Guerrero. This match has been a seesaw back and forth, man. HTM with a gouge to the face. Honky Tonk Man escorting Guerrero to the far left corner. Head first into the turnbuckle we go. Latino Heat rounded up by the Honky Tonk Man for a scoop slam. Eddie Guerrero rolling and reeling on the canvas. Latino Heat rounded up by HTM again. Hard whip into the far right corner. Honky Tonk Man with a snap mirror. And he is setting up something wicked here. Makes his way up to the center rope. And, oh man, that was a nasty elbow to the gut. Oh, wow. And he's not finished. Honky Tonk Man going up to the top turnbuckle one more time. Eddie Guerrero laid out center ring. There's the fist drop. A page out of the Jerry Lawler playbook. Oh, man, Eddie Guerrero is out. This could be it right here. 1, 2, 3, and it most certainly is. Eddie Guerrero losing to the Honky Tonk Man by pinfall.
The time, 9 minutes and 27 seconds. Your winner by pinfall, the Honky Tonk Man.
Well, talk about a letdown. I had Eddie Guerrero as the winner of this match, and somehow, someway, the Honky Tonk Man came from behind and picked himself up a 3-count pinfall win over Latino Heat, and quite frankly, I can't believe it.
Nor can I text. And yet, we do have to recognize that HTM not only came from behind to win it, but did so without serious intervention from Jimmy Hart. You can grumble about it, but at least give the guy credit while you do.
Grumble, grumble. We'll be right back.